SQLite is file-based, serverless, lightweight, cross-platform database engine. We use Homebrew to install SQLite. First, you need to install Homebrew, so you can go to this website and copy this code, run in your terminal. It will install Homebrew. After you install Homebrew, you can run brew install SQLite to install SQLite. After you install SQLite, we can run SQLite 3 version to check whether or not installing succeed. So it will show the version number. To use SQLite in Rust, we need to add rusqlite creator to our dependencies. This is version and features. Let's go back to the main.rs file. First, we will call rusqlite connection open function. Then we will pass a file path like a test db. If there is a test.db file in our project, then it will open that database file. If there is no test.db file in our project, it will create a database file in our project. Open function will return a result hold a connection. So let's call unwrap to handle the result. Then let's create a variable connection to store the connection. Then let's call connection.execute method. Let's create a table in this database test.db. So let's write a SQL create a table. We will add a constraint if not exist users. So we add this means if there is no table named users in this database, it will create this table users. If there is users table, then it will not create this table. Then let's add a clone ID. We will give it a type of integer. Then we will give it a primary key. So this ID will be unique. Then let's add a auto increment. So it will automatically increase this ID. We don't need to insert the ID by ourselves. Let's add another clone name. Let's give it a type of text. This text just like a string in Rust. Let's add a third clone. Let's give it a name score. Let's give it a type of real. This real is a floating point number type. And the second argument in this execute function is parameters. We will not add any parameters, so we will give it an empty array. This execute method will return a result, so let's call unwrap to handle the result. Then let's insert data to this table users. We will call connection.execute. Let's insert into users, and we don't need to insert a value to ID field. So first field will be name, second field will be score. Then values. We use question marker with a number as a placeholder for the value. So question marker 1, and the second will be question marker 2. Then let's add parameters. So first parameters will be replace this placeholder. It will be the name. So let's give it a name Jim. And we need to add the ref before this parameter. So we add an ampersand before this name Jim. Then second value should be score. Let's give it a score 9.9. We also need to add the ampersand before this. Then let's call unwrap to handle the result. Let's copy this. Let's insert another data. Let's change name to Pam. Let's give it a score 10. Let's select data from this table users. Let's create a mutable variable statement equal to, we will call connection prepare function. Then let's pass a SQL select asterisk from users. Then let's call unwrapper to handle the result. Then let's query data use this statement. So let's create a mutable variable rules to store the rules. Then we will call statement the query. We will pass no parameters to this statement, so we will give it an empty array. Then let's call unwrapper to handle the result. Then let's get each rule from these rules. We use whilelite loop to loop through these rules. Then let's also destructure the inner value in option. So sum inner value will be a single rule. Let's give it a rule. Then we will call rules the next method to get each rule. It will store the rule in an option. This option will also in a result. So we need to call unwrapper to handle the result. Then let's get each column's value from this rule. First, let's get the ID. We need to give this variable a type annotation. It will be integer, so let's give it a type annotation assert2. Then we will call rule get the first ID index number is 0. So we'll pass the index number 0 to this get method. Then we need to call unwrapper to handle the result. Let's get a second field name's value. So name, its type will be string equal to rule.get index number will be 1. Then let's call unwrapper. Third field value will be score. Type will be a floating point number. Let's give it a floating point number type f32 equal to rule.get index number will be 2. Then we'll call unwrapper. In this whilelite block, let's print out each value. So println ID name score ID name score. So let's run this code. In terminal, let's cargo run. Here we got an error here. This should be a pair of parentheses, not a pair of curly brackets. So let's change this to parentheses. Let's run our code again. So you can see it will select all the data. First is ID1, name is Jim, score is 9.9. Second is ID2, name is Pam, score is 10. And you also can see in our project folder, it will create a file named test.db. To drop this database, we can simply run fs remove file function and pass a file's path to this function. So its path will be test.db. Then we need to call unwrapper to handle the result. And let's run this code again. So you can see it will remove that database. This is how we use SQLite database in Rust. Hope to see you next time.